Okay, so these podcasts, they keep coming. It's so fun to make these podcasts. If you never ever made a podcast, I suggest you go and try and make a podcast and talk to, your microphone. Go and talk to the people that are listening to you. Thanks for listening to this. Whoever is listening to this, thank you. Subscribe to the channel. Go and listen to the music. I'm here to talk about the No-Fap challenge. All right. So everyone is doing this No-Fap challenge. Congratulations. And and anybody who thinks it's bullshit, um, you know, uh, I don't disagree with you either. There's this sort of bullshit of no fap, and like a certain time where you should like follow it, and there's a certain time where you shouldn't follow it. You know, so I'm here to tell you about this no fap challenge. And so the no fap challenge, let's say, you know, personally, uh, me, I can fap. I let myself fap, and the reason I let myself fap is because, uh, you know, the reason I fap is because there's certain times where a male just needs to get his, urges out and start thinking about other stuff. Like I've noticed that when I'm really horny or like when I really just want to like ejaculate, I turn into this person, this thing where it's like, what, my sexual urges are way more important than everything else. And, I got to get this nut off, for lack of a better word. I got to get this nut off. And so what I do generally is that I jack off. I jerk off. I fap, whatever you want to call it. And it's because it helps keep you regulated. If you keep your semen into for too long, your testosterone levels start to lower. Since you're not using your semen or anything, your balls just stop producing whatever they're producing. And so this is why I feel really good after a fap. I feel good to go play soccer, to go and do some MMA, to go and do whatever it is that I'm doing, that sport that I'm doing. I feel good. And so this is why I call bullshit on the no fap challenge. It's when you certainly don't fap at all, like at all, and you're literally keeping yourself from fapping. So you're basically okay. I'm not advocating for people to fap around 3-4 times a day. One is enough. Two is good. But like, obviously you don't want to fap 4 or 5 times a day. You just don't want to do stuff like that. But when you're fapping, you need to realize why you're fapping, what you're doing. You're actually releasing these urges. If you don't have a girlfriend, you might have more urges than other people. I used to have a girlfriend, and I still used to fap. I used to have sex with my girlfriend at night. Probably have sex with her twice, and in between those times I would fap. And then I would still fap after that. She'd be asleep, I would fap. It was like these urges are certainly, they're not doing anything harmful to your body. I swear, they're not. Like fapping is not doing anything bad to your body. But what I feel like, when you don't fap and you have this urge to fap, and now you have an urge to fap, and now it's not like, oh, you have an urge to have sex. Now you have an urge to fap, and now people are taking that as the only way that they can have sex. So they say, what, I really need a fap, so I'm not gonna fap for a long time. No fap challenge, whatever it's called. And when really your goal should be trying to have sex with women. If you have no girlfriend, and you regularly don't bust nuts like that, well then you should try and find somebody that will suck your dick, or will you could fuck on a regular basis. If that's not available, then obviously fapping is the best option, because it keeps you controlled. It keeps you under your urges, under control. I would say under control is the best possible word for that. And so if you can't find a girl to go and so the rest of the 5 minutes of this podcast are going to be about how you can find girls, where you can find girls. So women will typically not have sex with everybody they meet, but once in a while they'll have sex with like just a regular random person, just because they want to have sex. And so women are mostly like men, so when I say that to the people that I know is because women are like men, some men get uh super nervous around women, but when it comes to talking to men that are also strangers, they're not like shy or anything. They're just shy with the women, but not with like men that they speak to, that they have to speak to. So there's no reason to be shy with a woman, you can literally talk about anything. You can open a conversation about anything. You can talk about yourself all you want. So I remember I used to hear all this bullshit, like read all this bullshit where it said, what, if you really want a girl to talk to, you have to listen to her. All this bullshit, like, what, you can just keep her distracted. You could, if you are the type of guy that you listen to a girl and all you do is listen, and I'm the type of guy that goes up to that girl and starts talking and keeps her interested and keeps her laughing and just keeps on going and going and going, I'm gonna attract her more than the guy that's just like just listening to her and just agreeing to everything she says and not even like bringing up like funny topics or conversation or stuff like that. Like, you really got to talk to women. And when I tell like people like my brother, like people like my best friend, like I just tell them, what, like you can basically just, if you don't really care about the girl, you just want to have sex with her, you can just lie about anything. Like, you can literally lie about where you live, what type of work you do, what kind of car you drive, all this bullshit. And they're going to believe it, And so that's the easiest way you can hook up with girls, Like, just outsmart them. And I'm not talking about outsmart them like, talk smarter or like act smarter or like act like you're the shit while, and act like they're not, like, it's all respectful, but at the same time, you know, you're outsmarting them because basically you're trying to trick them into just giving up the pussy, and they want to be tricked into giving the pussy, so they're just looking for for you to say the right thing, and for you to say the right things, and for you to say what they want to hear. And so if you are the type of guy that's honest and you're saying, what, I'm not gonna like how do you say that, like, I'm not going to like lie to this girl or like whatever because my morals, or because I don't want to lie to those bitches or whatever. Like, bullshit. You go and get your, because me, I could be a super nice guy and go up to a girl and be super honest with her, and the next guy's gonna come and just like be a jerk and like lie to her and like tell her stuff. He's the one that's gonna have sex with her, not me. And so you got to turn into this kind of like this guy where you actually don't give a fuck about her because there's so many of her. We're talking about one girl, and that's basically the girl that you're trying to have sex with. And let's face it, you go to a party, there's a lot of girls like that you can have sex with. There's a whole variety of women that you can literally talk to, or try to like communicate, try to like basically have sex with them, And so the woman that you're trying to have sex with, you're trying to impress her, talk to her, make her laugh, tell her jokes, you know. And so sometimes, like, you can't really go up to a girl and say can't go up to her and tell her, what, I work at Walmart, and I just came from my work, and look, I'm here in my work sneakers and my running shoes and in my jeans and in my plain shirt, I'm here, like, you can't pull up like that. You gotta really pull up with, like, you gotta be dripping, you gotta be, your drip game gotta be on point, so you gotta be dressed good. Your grooming has to be on point, you gotta have that fresh cut, you gotta have, you gotta have your face washed, you gotta have, everything ready, and it's like, some people listen to that and they say, well, that's like a process thing. That's really just, hygiene, like taking care of yourself, or grooming, like go and get a haircut once a week, and shave every day, or shave every 2 days, or, if you have a beard, keep it maintained, or like keep your eyebrows not so bushy, or things like that. Keep up a good physical appearance. Be fit, things like that. So um, you also want something that's gonna make you stand out. If you could wear a big gold chain, then wear that. If you could put some earrings on, you got some diamond earrings. Or you could, have a certain hairstyle that's different. Wear certain clothes that are different from other people. Stand out. Just stand out. And that's the thing that women like. If you're a single guy and you stand out and you have all, everything, like, you have all your shit together. You got your car, you got a place to stay, you got, your clothes are on point, your grooming is on point, everything is on point, your conversation game, everything is on point. So women are gonna like that, and they're actually not gonna want to, like, just have sex with you. They're gonna see you as like something that they actually want to be with for a while. And so you're gonna have a lot of opportunities like that. So you're gonna have a lot of girls that want to be with you because they see that you got your shit together. You're super conscious about about your appearance, about how you smell, how you look, how you talk, what you do on a daily basis. Like, are you successful? So women want, in part, someone that's how can I say that, like, in they're at the top. They're at the top of their hierarchy. They generally want people, men like that, because men like that, well, not only do they have a higher rate of success rate in life, or like a higher success rate of surviving. It's not just that. It's just that if you literally follow all this stuff, you do everything you need to do, you feel better about yourself, and you feel like, I'm actually, it's like a really, it's like a really, like, it makes you feel good. But anyway, I'm gonna end this podcast because I gotta do some stuff. And either way, I feel like I talked about this topic way too much. But subscribe if you want to listen to more. Go to my Instagram, Aiden Ferg. So Aiden Ferg, AIDENFERG, Aiden Ferg. So that's my Instagram, at Aiden Ferg. And just subscribe to my YouTube. Follow my YouTube, and I'm gonna try and keep posting more videos. If I don't, if anything bad doesn't happen, I'm gonna try to post videos on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. And so, go through all my channel, you'll be able to see that I have, almost like 100 videos. All of them are pretty interesting. Got some stuff to say. I might be drunk in some of them. I'm obviously high in all of them. And so, but I think I was chugging a few beer tall cans when I was making a lot of those podcasts that you'll hear there. And so, well, thanks for listening, and I'll see you later.